DC 221452. Haygood v. Bennett. Counsel, make your appearances.
Regina Palmer Coleman, and I'm here for the plaintiff, Vicki Haywood.
And Melanie M. Clark here for Geico County Mutual Insurance Company, a non-party.
Okay. And this is a motion to compel the insurance file for Geico. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just by way of brief background, this is a motor vehicle incident that occurred on or about February 1st of 2021. Plaintiff filed her lawsuit against the defendant, Mr. Blake Bennett, on February 2nd, on or about February 2nd of 2022. Since filing that lawsuit, Your Honor, we have tried vigorously to serve the defendant. However, with such a common name, it's almost impossible for us to have attained his address. So the address that we had on file, based off of just doing our preliminary research on the defendant, we found that that address was actually his mother's address, and she would not relay the message to her son, nor would she cooperate with our process server. We then reached out to Geico, his insured, to see if we can get some kind of identifying information to help us pin down the correct Blake Bennett to serve as it relates to this lawsuit. The adjuster gave us a number, but that number ended up being the number to Geico. So then we tried to, we then filed or served a subpoena onto Geico to get the claim file. But we had made it very clear to Geico that our intentions at this time was not to necessarily get, our main purpose behind serving the subpoena, Your Honor, was to get the address. And we made that very clear to them when we served the subpoena. So in response to our subpoena, Your Honor, they sent us over documentations, letters that they've sent to their insured, and redacted his address. So we now know that he's aware of the lawsuit. They have an address and they've been communicating with them. I even, Your Honor, to try to avoid going to this hearing, I reached out to Miss Clark on Friday and said, hey, I understand that your position is that you believe that this is confidential, even work product. That was said as well. If we could, maybe even enter into a protective order so that we can get the address, serve the defendant, and proceed on with the case. And Ms. Clark was not willing to even entertain that. So we're here today, Your Honor, just simply trying to get the address so that we can properly serve the defendant.
I'm sure there's got to be more to the story than this, Ms. Clark. What's going on here?
Yes, Your Honor. The subpoena was responded to, and that's the motion on file. And so, yes, there is confidential and personal information that, when Geico receives this request, we don't just hand over. That is part of, most things you sign up for these days. You say, okay, we're not going to go out and share or disseminate your information. And the alternate means of service have not been exhausted in this case. So we would ask that you deny the motion in entirety and award attorney's fees and not award it. I'm sorry, what?
This motion is granted in its entirety. So, and did you say there's a request for attorney's fees?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who has a request for attorney's fees?
Ms. Clark, did you make a request for attorney fees? I'm not aware if that was in our motion. Honestly, if it is, I'm not seeking attorney. I just need the address.
Ms. Clark?
Yes, it was in their motion. So we would ask that it be denied because she's not seeking it.
That's fine. I'm not going to grant attorney's fees. You need to get her the address and any other identifying information within three working days. You have an order for me, Ms. Coleman?
I believe I do, but I will definitely need to resubmit one with that language that you just included in your order, but I will get that to your court by the end of the day.
And just make sure it says at the beginning, instead of on this day, it says on May 9th, 2022. Make sure you share it with Ms. Clark and you get me the order as soon as you can, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. May I make one note off the record?